Welcome to the next podcast through the Digital Safety Group. Today, cyberbullying. If you're a parent that has children or loved ones that are being cyberbullied, we're going to talk to you about some solutions that you can actually work. So you've probably already heard of solutions of just turn the phone off, just ignore them. If you care less about them, they'll care less about you. That one I actually quite like, but Don and I will chat today about the solution that we have and how it can be implemented.
Yeah, back in the day, if I got bullied, just like you said, I was kind of told to live with it or figure it out. Sometimes a parent might say they're going to go up to school or tell the principal or demand it. Of course, we all know it only got worse.
Yes.
That happened. So I've looked at and seen all kinds of different videos about cyberbullying, and they're all interesting. And we know it's a terrible problem and leads sometimes even to suicide and all, but nobody's ever told me or given me an idea of what am I supposed to do about it other than take away the phone or
take away the account, just tell them to ignore it. No, which used to be options, but in our connected life where people live their lives online and actually live their lives through Instagram, and you can see people's emotions going up and down based on how many likes they got for a comment and a post, and it gets quite complicated.
Well, and your observation about likes and Instagram is kind of helpful for me to think about that if some of the stuff that's going on in social media is good and I like it, and other stuff is bad and bullying me or whatever, is there a way to live with both, like the toxic stuff and the non-toxic stuff? Is there a way to get to a place where I'm not being bombarded by the stuff that's driving me, or more importantly, my kids, to have problems?
Well, yes, you have to start thinking about levels of toxicity here. Is the level of toxicity that you or your loved one is living with, can they live with it? Then I would say live with it. But if they can't, and it is causing them problems at school, problems with their grades, problems with their life, then we do actually need now to start making changes.
And what might some of those changes be like? What can I do either as a parent and what does smarter privacy do to help parents get to the place where we're managing that toxicity?
So as an attorney and as a privacy expert myself, we have some good advice that we can share. Some of that advice is to build safety zones where that toxicity can exist within, and safety zones where that toxicity cannot live within. And part of our solution is how to develop those safety zones. And obviously, as an attorney and as a privacy expert, we will walk our clients through that and actually give them, this is what you do step by step.
So without getting into all the details, because it's laborious and it takes a little bit of time and all, but see if this big picture makes some sense. Kids are being bombarded or bullied in some fashion. That action is actually occurring usually on the device. It's rare now that people get in your face or come up to you like they used to do on the playground. Now it's on a device. But the kids want to be on that device, right?
Right.
In fact, a lot of their life, they relate to that, especially teenagers. This is important.
Yes.
But not everything on the device is bad.
Correct.
So there is a way in which we can live, we can help children live a social media or a digital life, live that life.
Mm-hmm.
Getting new friends or old friends, managing that, but the bullies are not appearing on that device in the same way.
Absolutely. And I think that's the beauty of our solution, is it is completely non-confrontational.
So this is kind of helpful, because some of the clients, when we speak to them, some of the parents get a little concerned when they say, well, good grief, what do you actually mean? Are you suggesting that I'm actually going to have to take some action to manage, coordinate, control the things that are on my teenager's phone and the manner in which that phone is displaying information?
Absolutely. As parents, you will still have to be parenting, but we will give you the instructions and the how to do it, so you're not having to make it up on your own.
And the reason it's not a software solution like, here, go to this website and download something, is because it is truly an ongoing management process. Every month, one has to intersect these devices and the social media environment in which your child is living, make adjustments so that, in effect, the child is seeing and enjoying and interacting with trusted people, getting positive feedback, and the bullies may still be out there screaming in the playground, but they're not appearing on the device. And it really does, at many times, force the bullies, if they want, they got to, in effect, find somebody to say, look, go over there and show somebody what we did, and that'll really get them angry. But that type of bullying event doesn't get any of the feedback
Correct.
that the digital bullying gets or the cyberbullying gets. And we are of the opinion that as the cyberbullies no longer have a target because the target's not receiving the information, but the target's living a digital life, that cyberbullying wanes away.
Yes.
And that's the bigger problem. That is the difference between turning off the devices and trying to become a digital hermit in a digital world versus managing this stuff. But the management, the reason that we don't give you a list to here, do this, change this control to this, turn this thing off, none of that works.
Anymore.
Correct. Because the devices are changing all the time, the environment is changing, and the commitment that's needed is truly a relationship commitment. We propose through smarter privacy programs that we really do enter into a trusted relationship with our clients, because we're going to help manage that relationship as many times through years if need be, in order to keep people in this area where they're getting a better life because they're getting a more private life.
Exactly.